Hello everybody and welcome to Artificialraven's Drunken review of the Ooze on Sega Genesis. Oh yeah. Okay, so right from the start I'm going to say this game sucks. And you'll probably be wondering why I would say that. And all I got to say is that because I suck at it. And as most people would do, you know, they don't like the game because it just kicks their ass. But I'm going to look beyond the opinion that the game sucks because I suck at it. So the story is you start off as Dr. Kane. He's this I don't know, he's some scientist who got in way over his head with the corporation he works for, and he happened to look into some shit he wasn't supposed to look into, and apparently the boss guy, his leader or whatever, came in with a bunch of goons and said, you know, blah blah blah, you're getting turned to a pile of, or not a pile, but rather a puddle of ooze. And that's what happens. And now Dr. Kane, who's now a puddle of ooze by the way, is fucking pissed. And so he vows to seek revenge against the corporation. So after your boss turns into a pile of green baby puke, you end up in the first stage, the toxic dump. So it's in this place you can familiarize yourself with the controls of the game. You can do a couple attacks that you'll need to get through your oozy journey with. You can spit goop at enemies and destroy them that way, or you could also do a punch attack that you can control, which is kind of awkward. You use your body for this attack, and you can maneuver it around corners and whatnot to get those hard to reach enemies that could kill you if you were in that area. So speaking of the body that the Ooze has in this game, it really has a weird way of registering how much health you have. It doesn't show a health bar or anything like that. You know, you're just this puddle of ooze, and the only way to gauge how much health you have is by your mass. The bigger you are, the more health you have, the smaller you are, the closer you are to fucking dying. Now throughout the game you collect these objects known as DNA helixes. And I'm not sure what these pieces of DNA do because I haven't beaten the game yet, but I'm gonna assume that if you collect them all and beat the game, that your main character will turn back into a human. But like I said, because I haven't beat the game, I don't know. But what I do know is that there are some pretty fucked up things about this game. Like, in order to get some helix DNA pieces, you have to do bonus games. And these bonus games are like hidden very well. I mean, it's not obvious. There's not like a flashing sign like pointing, here's the fucking bonus game. No, it's like you have to stumble upon them by accident in order to get in there. And the bonus game pretty much consists of you have to kill these like cute little bunnies in a certain amount of time. And it's pretty gruesome too. I mean, as soon as you cover them in ooze, their skin melts away and they turn into a pile of bones, and then that's it. And then as soon as you kill them all, then you can get the piece of DNA and move on from there. The later levels are rather difficult. The layouts get more complicated, the enemies get harder, and the obstacles that are strewn throughout the stages become rather hard to dodge as well. For instance, there's these drains that you have to worry about. If you touch these drains, your ooze gets sucked in, and basically you get anally reamed, and it's just literally a pain in the ass. It sucks. You fucking die. And also what sucks too is if you get hit in the head, and this could happen at any point in the game, if you get hit in the head, you fucking die instantly too. But, you know, what can you do? There's also 5 stages in the game, and each stage has 3 parts to it. The first 2 parts are just levels you explore, and you get the helixes in those levels. And then the third part you run into is you have to do just a little bit of exploring, and then when you get to the end of that, then you gotta fight a boss. So that's all I gotta say about the game at the moment. You've heard my first video review I've ever done before. I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Bye.